Hi, this is January the 9th, and I need to be speaking with you about the ultimate human resources person that has to do with guiding our lives. My first wife, Anita, who was in charge of high school music and drama for most of her professional career, became expert at casting students for various parts. Initially, they may not have always agreed with her, but ultimately did. Now, we need to see that God, who knows us far better than we know ourselves, is in a much better position to determine what we should give ourselves to in life than we are. We look on the outward appearance, and God looks on the inward appearance. And more than this, God knows us from our womb, the womb of our mother, how we're put together. In fact, more than that, He put us together in our mother's womb. So, from that, I would say generally, from Psalm 37:23, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. And then that individual delights in the way that God has chosen for him. It may not always be pleasant, and that's really quite beside the issue. No matter how you walk in life, whether in ways that are pleasing in God's sight or not, there's apt to be difficulty. So, that said, we need to be about the business of welcoming what God wants to do in our lives. We need to say, Lord, come, show me the way in which I ought to go, and then I'll walk in it. And Jesus said, in confirming this, speaking with regard to the disciples, He said, you did not choose me, but I chose you and ordained you that you should go forth and bear fruit, and that your fruit should remain, and that whatever you ask the Father in my name, He may give it you. Actually, the most exalted position in the world, of course, it isn't just ministry, like pulpit ministry, but it's being in service to the King. What higher calling can there be than this? Now, it doesn't always mean something related to, quote, church ministry, but rather it could have to do with the most mundane kind of things, and even in the most unsuspecting way. Take Stephen in the New Testament, who was martyred, and every resource says that his martyrdom was critical to the conversion of Saul, who became the Apostle Paul. Now, I suppose if you had told Stephen earlier, now the most exalted thing you're going to be able to do in your life is to die from stoning, he just might not have thought too highly of that. But the early church was not a stranger to this calling. In fact, when Jesus says, you shall be my witnesses, the word for witness in the Greek is martyreo, which means martyr. And it certainly means a dying to self, if nothing else. So, as I conclude these few remarks, do you have a sense about you of calling? Do you know where you're going and what you're about? Do you realize that you are a joint heir with Jesus Christ, and that kingdom business needs to be our highest priority? Well, the next time I say goodbye, and the Lord bless you abundantly.